you get me after I've been to the gym and all my junk that's
Yep.
piled up in the
Sorry.
back.
Thank you so much for
Whatever.
doing this on a Friday. I'm sorry for putting you.
No, I'm happy to do it. I'm so grateful that you reached out to me and asked the question, and that you're willing to do a virtual session with me.
Thank
So
you.
many students, they want to do email, and I'm happy to do that too. It's just we can do this a lot easier if I can show you.
Yeah, no, and I thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So
Okay, so let's go to the Moodle course. I'll share my screen and we'll go look and see what the assignment actually is, since you're going to share this with other people.
sure.
So first, you see that weird thing it does? That's what
Yeah.
happens when you share your screen. You're going to get to experience that.
Okay.
I have been watching Parks and Recreation, so
Totally cool.
my daughter introduced me to that over Mardi Gras weekend, and so I've kind of been binging. I admit it. Okay. So we're in 410, right? We're in the right class? Okay. All right. I just want to be sure I'm not telling you the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because I've got several classes going. Okay. So y'all don't really have to do Google Slides. I just copied the whole block over. So what you have to do is OneNote. So I've given you some tutorials. Have you worked with the OneNote at all?
Yeah, so I was doing the OneNote, and that's when I started texting the group, and the confusion started from there. And so, anyway, yeah, I've done OneNote for chapter 9.
Okay, so let's open up the notebook, and here we go. So chapter 9.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of you worked on the OneNote, right?
That's not quite everybody, I don't think, but I mean, there are people who have and some who haven't.
Okay, so everybody needs to add to the OneNote.
Yeah, no.
And y'all need to make sure that you put your names like at the top of who worked on this page.
Right.
Okay. Right. And so this part of it will be an individual grade.
Okay.
So Devin is going to get a grade for the work that Devin does.
Okay.
And that's why I need everybody's names on the pages that they've worked on, is so I can give an individual grade for that. But I'll look at the whole thing. So that's why you're a team. What will be the team grade is, let me get back to where I can see your face instead of just, oh, no, that's the wrong thing. I want to see you. There we go. Okay, so, oh, there I am. So you'll get, the team has to create the OneNote notebook, or the way y'all did it. You did the right thing.
Okay.
So everybody needs to make sure that they've got their name on the pages or the sections that they worked on. Okay. And if multiple people worked on one page, put all of their names up at the top, and then they should put their name with the section that they did.
Okay.
So that I can give individual grades for that.
Okay.
Okay. And then as a team, what you're going to do is host a wonderful Google Hangout like this right here. Okay. And what you'll do is y'all will share the screen, and each person should share the screen themselves. One of the things I've seen some teams do is they have one person share the screen and everybody else just talks, and then, you know, we end up with weirdness. And also some people will do things like turn off their camera, and then they're just a bubble head.
Right.
That's no good. Okay. So everybody needs to have their camera on. They all need to have a microphone and headphones. If you work without headphones and you just have it on the speaker, it causes reverberation. So if you talk, go ahead and talk.
I have that right now.
So you understand why the headphones are important. Okay. Now, if it with just you and me, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But when you have multiple people, it's an issue. When y'all are recording your Google Hangout, people who are not talking should mute their microphone, and those controls are all up at the top of the Google Hangout screen.
Okay. Okay.
So
we'll review our Google OneNote while we're all going through it.
Instead of doing slides.
Right.
So let me share my screen again. Instead of doing slides, what you're going to do is you're going to present your OneNote.
Cool.
You'll just use this page and talk about the things that are on it
Cool.
and why it's important. And then when you move to the next page, then Aziz will talk about his stuff. So you all have to be in the same Google Hangout at the same time.
Okay.
That is the biggest challenge.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm kind of worried about here.
That is the biggest challenge.
Okay.
I have seen it. I haven't had any teams tell me that they couldn't work it out. I know sometimes it's been a challenge, especially when you have a larger team.
Right. And I think we are the first team that does Team 2 group assignment, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't
Okay.
have, and I don't have that team.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. So Google Hangouts. Is there a tutorial on how to set up Google Hangouts for everybody? Because I think people are going to be confused as to how we do that procedure.
So one person needs to share one person sets up the Hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And whoever it is that's going to host the Hangout, actually all of you should watch this video on activating your Google Hangouts.
Okay.
And make sure that your Google Hangouts is activated.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a bunch of students who activated at the beginning of the semester, and then when they went to record, they found that they had to activate it again. I don't know if something got reset or what.
Okay.
So y'all should probably do that today.
Yeah.
It takes 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what takes 24 hours. Okay.
Right. So this is Dr. Scott's video, and it's got the red text. It's called Activate Google Hangouts.
Okay.
So that shows you how to go through and activate your Google Hangouts. To record a Hangout, I've given you this video here. This is a woman that I know in Texas who does some just amazing educational technology stuff.
Okay.
And I tried creating a video, but my video was super lame compared to hers.
Okay. Well, I'll go through all that and I'll try and get with the team on that. That'll work.
Okay. Now, since you're in a Hangout with me, on the left side, when you mouse over to the left side, do you see 3 icons there? A chat icon, a screen share, and then maybe cameraman?
Cameraman. I see showcase, if that may be. I see chat, screen share, and showcase.
Okay, so that's a little bit different than what I have. So my Google is a little bit different than yours. You have one within the McNeese domain. Okay. I have to use a private one because they won't give me one. It's too big of a pain in the butt. So the cameraman thing gives me some options. I think I downloaded a plugin or something at some point that gave me those options. Really what you need is the screen share. That's going to be the part you need. And then you have controls at the top. There's the little people icon.
Okay.
Where you can invite people. That's where your microphone mute and your camera mute is.
Okay.
And also where you can hang out.
Cool.
When you first start the Hangout, you can be live but not broadcasting. If you're live and not broadcasting, you're not recording. So when you asked me to record, what I did was I pressed a button at the bottom of my screen that said start broadcast. And I gave it a few seconds.
Okay.
And then it started recording. When we're done, I'll click the button at the bottom that says stop broadcast.
Okay.
And it will render that video to YouTube. And then I have another video. Back to screen sharing again. I have another video called sharing your Google Hangouts recording. That tells you how to go and find the link to the recording so that you can submit it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's kind of so Google Hangouts and YouTube Live are kind of intertwined in the fashion that you kind of submit to YouTube Live for you to view it. Am I correct on that?
So Google bought YouTube a few years ago.
I didn't know that.
And so now what they did was they integrated their Google Hangouts product, which at the time was just an IM product.
Okay.
And they integrated that with YouTube and came up with something called Google Hangouts on Air. That is going away. And the YouTube Live, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, the YouTube Live is the same thing as Google Hangouts on Air. And in just a few months, Google Hangouts is going away altogether. It's become a popular enough product that Google is going to turn it into a pay product called Google Meet.
Okay.
So
that's crazy. Yeah.
YouTube Live and Google Hangouts on Air have been kind of smushed together. When you create it, you do it through YouTube. And when you set up the event, somewhere in there, it'll say Google Hangouts. It used to be separate. When I first started doing this with students, you didn't go into YouTube at all to create a Hangout.
Okay. Okay, so that sounds pretty straightforward in a way. I think so. Just so I'm straight on what's happening, I have OneNote. Everybody does OneNote. We all get together on Google Hangouts. I'll administer it, just to say I'll administer it, so everybody kind of runs under me, and then I'll submit that. Once we're finished, I'll submit that to YouTube Live, YouTube on Air, whatever it is, and then from that point, it's a group grade for the YouTube Live and an individual grade for the OneNote.
Yes.
All correct. That's
now, everybody needs to submit the Google Hangout link in the assignment. Okay. So you don't have to submit anything for OneNote because I own the OneNote. You don't have to submit a link for that. But for the Google Hangout recording that's going to be through YouTube, you'll have a link for that. Just like, when you play a video on YouTube, you can get a share link.
Okay, like a URL that's up there. Okay.
And that's what you'll submit to that assignment.
Okay.
So you sound a little lost.
I'm not really following that.
Let's go look. Yeah, otherwise I can't see the video.
Okay.
If you don't send me a link, I can't watch the video.
Every person in that party of that needs to submit it. Okay.
Right.
I understand that part.
A lot of professors say, where is it? It's here. Here's the assignment. A lot of professors say, I just want one person in the team to do it. I actually want everybody in the team to do it. In part because I want everybody in the team to have the experience of working with the Hangout, getting the link, submitting the link, and how all that's going to work. Plus, the other thing it does is there's no confusion for me as to who was actually in the video, because you're not going to give that link to somebody who didn't show up to record it.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay.
So if somebody is on your team and they do the OneNote notebook, but they will not participate in the Google Hangouts, then they'll get a 0 for that group grade.
For that, got you. Okay.
Now, if somebody doesn't work on the OneNote, they cannot be in the presentation. So let's say,
no doubt. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I ain't gonna.
Okay. We don't want to give people credit for work they don't do.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So,
cool. That's
so
now.
The OneNote team 1 assignment, that was just so I have a place to put a grade. For the team 2 assignment, I'll create another one of those. There's no link to turn in for the OneNote, but you do have to turn in the link to the team Google Hangouts presentation.
And that's kind of just the final thing for the team 2.
Right. Final thing for the team 2.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do have like a little favor. If I can't get everybody to do it by Sunday, can I like get this postponed by a couple of days just so we can get everybody on the same page with this? Because I'm not kind of concerned. It's Friday afternoon here, and like I don't know what they're going to end up saying for Sunday. I don't know. Just a question. I need help.
So how many people are on your team?
Do what?
How many people are on your team?
Like 5 or 6, maybe a few more. It's a big group because it's chapter 9, and chapter 9 is a big chapter.
Yeah, and I think what I did was I made your team 1 small, your team 2 is bigger, and your team 3 is even bigger.
Okay.
I think that's how I kind of divided it up. try and get it done by Sunday.
Okay.
But if you absolutely can't,
Okay.
I want to know.
Yeah, I'll do that.
When your recording appointment is.
Okay.
Okay. And I would consider taking it a couple days late if y'all need it so that everybody's schedules can mesh. Although I have found that most students can figure out Sunday night.
Yeah.
But I would do this. I would make sure before you do the actual recording that y'all plan enough time that you can practice it.
Sure.
And record it so that everybody can see, and maybe not go through the whole thing. Maybe just, have everybody practice sharing their screen and talking a little bit and then passing it off to the next person.
From there.
And then let everybody look at the video so they can see what's working and what's not working before you record it for your grade.
Sure. Okay. Is there a certain time frame that we have to have for this video?
No, as long as it takes.
Okay.
So you have a longer chapter, it'll probably be a longer video. But part of the reason I'm having y'all do this is because many of the people that I work with in private business do a lot with virtual meetings. I found in Southwest Louisiana, they're not doing as much of that as they are in, say, Dallas and Houston and Austin, but it's coming because companies they want people to work in teams and they want to be able to bring expertise together wherever it is. And they're not flying you guys around the globe like they used to 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So with technology like WebEx and other technologies like that, Join Me is one. Google Meet's getting into the business.
Right.
This virtual sort of team software, a lot of people I know are working almost exclusively through video meetings. In fact, my best friend in Dallas, she works for CVS, and she works 95% of the time from home on virtual meeting software.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
So I think this is an important skill for y'all to be able to list on your resumes that you know how to run a virtual meeting, because I think it'll be something that sets you apart.
Okay. That'll work. Awesome.
Okay.
I need to send this. Are you going to send this link for the video?
I'm going to send you the link for the video. I've got to stop the broadcast, and then it takes a couple minutes to render.
Okay.
Not nearly as long as other software I use that I do recording with. And I'll shoot you that link. And if y'all have questions, I'm around this weekend. I mean, I happen to be sitting here watching Parks and Recreation, so I saw your text and was able to text you right back. But if I'm out doing my grocery shopping or something, I might not see it right away.
Cool.
But I'm kind of monitoring this weekend because I know that my 7XB class started this week, and I might have questions.
I have the same class. I have that class with you too, by the way.
Oh, by staffing, and it's not too big, is it?
Yeah, I haven't really looked in. I shouldn't say this. I haven't really looked in because I was thinking about this class and other classes, but that's okay. I'm gonna look into it after this. How about that?
So let me tell you what you have. You have a syllabus quiz. There's a syllabus video recording from last night that's an hour long. You may or may not want to watch.
Okay.
You might want to speed through it a little bit. And let's see, you've got 2 chapters, 2 chapter quizzes, and 1 discussion question. Because it's compressed class.
Yeah.
But in that class, there will be no team assignments or anything.
Okay. That'll work.
All right. So if y'all have questions, please let me know, and I'll kind of be looking to see what's going on. Although by Sunday afternoon, I probably stop looking. At some point, I make myself stop working.
Let you know what the plan is or whatever. So.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm going to stop the broadcast now. Stay with me here for a minute, because when I